everybody. Today we are joined by Mr. Non-Fungible Wonderfull here in the house, man. We in the stream lab. We in the stream lab.
Man.
We interviewing Pineapple Gang. And
wonderful, man. Let's
go.
go.
What it do? Yeah, we got some OGs in the chat. Austin's in the chat. Austin Skyme, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Vitalik Nakamoto. He said, yo, anyone ordered the Walmart Funko Pop Spider-Man with amazing fantasy comic cover? Yeah, I did see that. I don't know if you saw that.
I see that.
Yeah, like Funko Pop is doing a lot of iconic comics, and what they're doing is they're putting the Funkos that like are like the Batman Funko, and then they have a Spider-Man one. So they have DC and Marvel, and they're doing the iconic like comic covers. They just released one recently with the Todd comic and the little Batman, the Funko. Omi Queen, yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's good? Hey, there you, Omi Queen, J East, what's up?
Yo. Yeah, so today what we'll be talking about a little bit is we're going to be talking about obviously VeVe, the conditions, what's going on in the landscape, what we're doing, and then we'll talk a little bit about HRO and kind of what's going on with that, and then we'll talk maybe a little bit about Illuvium, and I'm curious to see as well what you've been up to, and also I know you've been tweeting a little bit about the OVR. So we're going to get into all of those details, and we actually have another guest joining today. We're waiting for him to join, and so hopefully he is able to hop on here in a little bit. Crypto Khaki, as you all know, one of the OGs in the VeVe community. So yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm hyped, man. You know, Illuvium is one of the projects I'm looking into. Hro, OVR. It's a lot of good things going on in the crypto space right now. You already know VeVe going crazy, man.
Yeah, VeVe. Yeah, lately you can. With VeVe.
VeVe lately, man. The things been crazy, but yo, you know, I really could see through a lot of these things, and I feel like, man, VeVe is doing it the right way. They're doing it in a way that's not going to get them shut down. They want to make sure that this project actually survives because they're going through some crazy storms in the backgrounds, making sure that they're going to requirements, handling the people that are doing the scamming and stuff, trying to get rid of these bots, doing these drops. They're doing so much that, hey, I appreciate their hard work, man. And what they're doing right now is going to set us up for success, man. So I appreciate them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so with the VeVe, man, with everything going on there, like with the market, what do you think's gonna go like when the market goes live? Do you think there's gonna be a dip, or do you think people are gonna get excited and try to buy the dip? Like, what do you think's gonna happen with that?
Yo, to be honest, man,
can you hear this music, by the way?
No, I can't hear the music.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, we'll have to fix that.
Well, first of all, you already know that DeLorean about to go crazy. So everybody's going to be listening to DeLoreans because we know that the interactive one is going to be drivable now. They're already saying that they might, you know, make something else crazy too. So maybe one of the Pixars or maybe something too. So I think the market is going to have a lot of action. I think a lot of people are going to be on standby with gems, ready to buy stuff. There's going to be some selling. There's going to be a whole lot of buying. So I'm excited to see what happens. And hopefully they add some type of a new update or something too with the app. You know, it's been down for a while, and they probably had some time to make some new updates.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Like, hopefully they get that like in whole investigation like dealt with. Like, what do you think about that? Like the whole gem swindler thing going on.
Bro, you know what's funny about that? I was telling people on YouTube, yo, do not buy dirty gems. Like, do not buy it. And people were like, oh, bro, people can't, they don't care. And then he called me, said, oh, yeah, it doesn't really matter if you buy those. But I just felt like that was kind of like a trap, low key. You feel me? Because now it allows you to just think, oh, yeah, everything okay. People start getting sloppy. Now they're getting caught up. Now the whole gym thing is happening. So, you know, you definitely got to be careful about how you invest on this platform. Don't do anything crazy to invest. I'm glad I never did nothing crazy to invest. You know, I just invested what I could and what I made. So I'm happy about where I am with VeVe.
Yeah, I'm same, like, obviously people say, the OGs got in early so they can do a little bit more, but we've seen several like huge dips in the marketplace, like over the past couple years, or I say couple years, the past like year. It feels like a couple
Where
years.
it do, man. These months be like years,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. So,
And
yo,
shout out to
what's
the
up,
Gale,
Gail?
yo. Shout out to the
Y-
Gale.
Yeah, yeah. What's going on, Gail? Welcome to the stream, my man. So yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like we've been through some dips and some hard times, and this kind of being part of it, part of the dip. I think that, regardless for me, like when I see big FUD in the community, like, I actually get excited, because that means everything's going to be on the cheap. Like I'm gonna pick up,
Word.
I'm gonna pick up something, and I
Yo, man,
did, I
I'm
did.
loving this dip. I'm loving this dip, man.
Yeah, yeah. Have you picked up a little bit more Omi recently? Like, what's your thoughts on the Omi token?
Yeah. Omi token, man, it's definitely something that I'm DCAing in. I got into the DYDX, IMX, OVR. But these Omi prices right now to me are crazy. They're very low. So I think that this is ideal prices. Like this is the price that I originally wanted to get into when I first found out about Omi. So I think that what we're seeing right now is honestly a blessing. These market prices, man, when you're seeing Electra go for $20, man, it's like how can you not buy these in these Pixar drops go for $100? It's like I think right now we have a special opportunity, and this is great for a lot of new people, man. So if you're new to VeVe, this is a great time for you. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so that's what I was saying too. Like, Paul Barron back in the day, or I don't know, that was like a month or two ago, but he brought me on. He was like, is it a good time for new investors? I was like, dude, it's perfect time because the FUD's in full swing, collectibles are cheap, and like, what not better time to pick up some of these grails for literally a couple hundred gems, like you said, the golden moments and things like that.
Yeah,
In terms of long term, there's only like less than 15,000 of those available, and you got to think like the amount of fans that will come into the NFT space, and that VeVe already makes it easy for people to come in and collect. So I think over the years, like we'll see supply shocks, and people are forgetting that we'll be able to burn some of these collectibles, and so that's going to reduce the supply. And people like, why would people burn their own collectibles? Well, when you're a whale and you own like 100 of a collectible, the same item, you're willing to sacrifice 50 of them, so the other 50 go up, 2, 3, 4, 5x, and you make money that way. So or maybe they just want that collectible specifically more scarce,
yeah,
so
and you get points too or something. Like you get points and you get unlocks when you burn collectibles. And I think what Gary V is doing with the V Friends cards or book games, how you burn it and then you unlock something. I think that's the same thing that will happen with VV2. It's like you might burn 10 comics, but now you're able to get this amount of points, or this might go towards something else. So yeah, burning, man, that scarcity is key.
yeah, no doubt. I'm super excited about the Master Collectors program, and I think it's important people realize like it's retroactive, so it's already live right now. So basically, so when it goes live, like you're gonna have all those points that you accrued up until that point, and if people are out there selling their collectibles, and I don't know, it's like you got to think about that if you're thinking about strategy, because if they come out with like a Gundam, a Pokemon, a Dragon Ball Z, and you don't have a lot of master collectors points, you kind of shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of a balance. Well, I mean, we already have really good collectibles and grails in the app right now, but it is something to think about, for the future, to set yourself up for success. And that's what I've kind of been about, like not overstacking too many. Like obviously, if I had the funds, I would stack a lot of the grails, but I have to balance my strategy because I'm not a Ray Fixie or anything like that. So I got to balance it all out.
Yeah, and that's why right now, you could tell it's a critical point in VeVe because, as OGs, as people who's been in the project, we understand the app. We understand how to collect. We understand the master collectors. And now we can also use this knowledge in other projects like Hro, like what I'm doing with OVR and stuff, and really start to see this whole, crypto experience from different angles now. So, yeah, I think there's some great opportunities. I think even these new apps too are key, man.
Yeah, speaking about the new apps, I don't know if you saw that HRO and like what's going on there. What's your thoughts on that?
Yo, when I originally saw it, I was happy, man. The fact that it's mentioned on Immutable, the technology that they have with this company, I feel like it's great, man. You're already seeing previews of what we can see on VeVe. I think when it comes to their art, when it comes to their team behind it, I think they're making the right steps. They're starting off on a great foot. And, I know a lot of the VeVe community is in there, but I think that's perfect, man. I think, they have the perfect community to also talk to. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had a lot of connections to VeVe too, in the background.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, like that's the thing is like, what if they had the? I mean, they could literally, especially Carta Mundi or whatever, the in the Epics team, they could literally partner with VeVe so quick and so easy,
Yeah.
with the cards, in the promo code. And
Yeah.
VeVe already has like the QR code system built into their app. So
Yeah, because that was the thing. Like VeVe implemented that feature, and then we started seeing that with Hro. It was almost saying like, "Yo, we're capable of doing this as well." Because I think maybe if they didn't put out that promo code,
mhm.
people would be like, "Oh, VeVe, you can't do this, man." Oh, like people always kind
Yeah.
of come at VeVe, so VeVe was kind of like showing like a little hint, and the fact that they just dropped it out of nowhere, I think they were kind of preparing and showing us some of the possibilities of what they could do in the future, especially through the Immutable X platform.
Yeah. So, yeah, what's your thoughts on Immutable X, man? I know you've been on Immutable X.
We are the
What's on
Immutable X.
Immutable X?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. I love Immutable X, man. I
Yeah.
love what they're doing. They're making digital worlds real. They're working with VeVe, working with Hro, working with GameStop. Artifact is also going to be using them. I think that when it comes to Immutable, there's more that I want to learn about them. There's like I just want to see more of their product. I think that they haven't really launched in a way that they're going to be. So, like for example, with Illuvium, the fact that like Illuvium really made me pay attention to them. Where I'm like, all right, they're gonna have this game with these high quality graphics when we're used to
Mhm.
seeing Axie Infinity type graphics. No shade to Axie Infinity, but it just shows you the capabilities of what they could do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm bullish on Immutable, man.
Yeah, Immutable X is exciting, man. Like the biggest projects are already like coming to that. Like you said, Illuvium's coming to that. GameStop. You have obviously VeVe, HRO, and like these big. Obviously, that means all these other brands and like Disney and Marvel and DC, they're on Immutable X, too, because they're obviously on VeVe and they're obviously on HRO. I think that's big. That's really big for the Immutable X platform. You have TikTok on there. I would imagine that they're going to release more, especially as
Mm-hmm.
people really get the NFTs and what they are. And we saw some of the most famous TikTokers, drop as NFTs on there. So which I thought was pretty cool. The
Yeah,
I'm bored in the house and in the house bored of that
yeah,
guy.
yeah. That was
His
tough.
Yeah, and I think that one went for like I can't remember what it topped out at, but I think it was like 60 grand or something crazy like that.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I expect more of that, I really do. And then GameStop, somebody tweeted at me and said that like everything that's on Immutable X will also be available on GameStop. Now I don't know if that's true.
I think
Uh,
so.
you think
Because
so?
because they were
Dang.
saying that GameStop is gonna be like a big marketplace for these
Yeah.
NFTs. So I'm like, GameStop, man, they're setting up themselves perfectly because they already have the physical locations. Now they can have the virtual marketplace, and Immutable X is all about digital worlds. So I'm gonna believe that we're gonna see GameStop have a virtual location. Um, so I'm super excited about that, and Disney Plus too, man. I think Disney Plus is going to be on the Immutable X because they're already using VeVe, so they'll already be in that ecosystem.
Yeah, for sure. Now, so Top Killer says no one is going to burn an expensive item like Walter Spidey SR.
You never know. You never know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know about these whales out here. Like, see, that's
Yeah,
the thing is like some people have the funds to do that, and you just never know. Like,
yeah, because some people could have stacked early. Some people could have stacked
yeah,
them at like 1,000. So them burning it is like nothing really, because it's like I really only spent 1,000.
yeah,
But
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but Yeah, you never know though. Somebody might just be like, "Yeah, I want to be the first person to burn a wall." You feel me? So,
Dude, yeah, that would be some
Dr.
massive
Prophet,
attention. Exactly,
yo, you
Dr.
saw how many
Prophet.
walls he got? Yo, he would definitely burn at least one.
GameStop gonna also be on Loop Ring. So yeah, Loop Ring is kind of like what that protocol that like literally loops everything together. So, or is that Vitalik? You might have to explain a little bit more about that. I researched it a long time ago, but I thought it was just a protocol that kind of loops everything together. Literally is why they call it Loop Ring. But yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I think one of the things that we have to pay attention to is Chainlink. Chainlink is another thing that is about to be massive in the industry. But I'm still doing my research on it. So, but I think Chainlink is going to be big when it comes to like interoperability, cross chain stuff. So, I'm also looking at that.
Yeah. So yeah, Chainlink is huge, and I think they're one of the ones that created like I want to say they have like this randomized like blockchain feature. So like projects can integrate into I think it's Chainlink, and
Sure.
yeah, so like you can basically have your NFT be randomized. Like say if the same NFT in another game would still have utility, but it is randomized, and it's also like it has a randomized trait in the new game. So like if you held on in this game, like I think Illuvium has mentioned this in one of my videos when I interviewed one of the co-founders, but he was talking like, say if you own like this original alluvial in the next like say 2-3 games from now, that same alluvial will have utility, but its traits will be randomized in that game. And I think it's Chainlink is that links that together and makes it available on the blockchain, verifiable, randomized trait or something. It's like insane. Like it's like really cool.
Word. No, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. Yo, that's
Austin
the thing.
Austin says it is it's Chainlink.
Yo, Chainlink, Shime, Austin Shime. Yeah,
Yeah.
yo, it's crazy what the future of blockchain is really looking like. That's why like every day I get more bullish on the space because I'm hearing about things and I'm seeing things that I just can't even imagine yet. So I'm just excited for the new experiences that we're gonna have with this type of NFTs and games.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man, I'm pumped. Speaking of games, bro, like what games are you gonna be playing? Are you looking at Illuvium? I know you looked at it a little bit. Like, what are your thoughts on where this whole space is going in terms of like games and things like that?
Yeah, so I'm looking into Illuvium. That's one of the games I want to start playing. Right now I'm still just kind of, I'm paying attention to everything that Illuvium is doing. So I'm just kind of waiting for that gameplay to come out where I can just start playing. Epico Regal, I'm looking at that. I've been playing a little bit on there. OVR, I'm building on there. Also, they have Unity integrations, so I believe that you can even add some type of game feature on there. But I haven't really had any game where, besides Illuvium, where I'm like, all right, yo, this is next too. So I'm still kind of just looking for like, a nice game to play and earn some passive income or play to earn or something.
Yeah, with Illuvium, what's cool is like they reward their token holders. So since it's set up like a DAO, you can own their tokens, and any revenue that's generated from the game, or even like that whole brand, basically that whole DAO is rewarded back to the ILV token holders. And for me, that was huge because not only that the possibility there, but this is just their first game, and
Yeah,
they're setting themselves. They have like 200 people already in house, like in their team. Like they're not like outsourcing this stuff. This is an actual GameFi studio, and
that's
so
major.
that's huge. It's like it's the very first one, in my opinion, that's been set up successfully. Obviously, with Axie is like that, but I think in terms of looking at this Illuvium as more of like a game studio, I think that's bigger. They have a bigger vision, and they have the brothers like they're super. The brothers are geniuses, and they have like this team, this whole squad of brothers, just like that are
Because
crazy.
the brother isn't the brother of Illuvium on Immutable X, or he works.
One of the brothers. So I think the oldest brother had his own like decentralized protocol called like Synthetics or whatever.
Mhm.
And so like, I think it's like a top 100 coin or something crazy. So he's done a lot of that. He's worked like both brothers, like all the brothers, and I think especially Kane, the oldest. He's worked with a lot of like different decentralized protocols and like helped get a lot of DeFi like started up. And it seems like, you know, Kieran has kind of gone the same direction, helping a lot of, you know, GameFi type projects going on. Speaking of which, man, let me see if I can share my screen. But go ahead, go ahead. I don't know what your thoughts are about that. Have you heard of Big Time Games, by the way?
Big Time Games. I didn't hear about Big Time Games, but I was just thinking, like, man, that's how I want to be with my brothers, man. You know,
Yeah,
I got 2 older brothers. I got a cousin, and yo, we could be doing something like that. But yeah, I feel like what they're doing, Immutable X, Illuvium. I believe in the team. I believe in the projects. I think that they're all been working on this for a while. So I think for us to come in and be the first people to experience it, I think that you have to be ready for any ups and downs with any project. So just understand that going into it and make sure to have fun, yo.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so with Big Time, going back with what Austin said, and yeah, man, I wish I had family too, like brothers. That would be dope, you know. Like, but it was always kind of my dream to like go into business or something with my family, but it didn't turn out that way. Like, we started off as a business, doing business as a family, and then after my grandpa passed, everybody kind of went their separate ways and things like that. So it was kind of like a bummer, but yeah. So Big Time, just to answer Austin's question, it's like a what is it? Isn't it like a MMO? And it's like really the first MMO. So it's going to be like one of those bigger games. There's going to have different worlds and things like that. They're doing their like they're doing their like super rare, like it's called Exalted land sale. I think here pretty soon. I think it's like in a day or two, or maybe I don't know, like maybe now. But so that's interesting. You get to own a piece of the land. The land gives you like special perks that basically allow you to get in-game currency. Now, it's not like a direct play to earn, but you can go ahead and sell your NFTs for money. So it's kind of like you're indirectly earning, because people are going to want to like go ahead and collect some of those like super rare like NFTs in the game because they want that flex badge. But yeah, that one's a definitely interesting game. I invested actually into that game, the land, and actually, so yeah, I'm kind of bullish on that one. I think that one will be cool.
So when it comes to their land,
yeah, go ahead.
When it comes to their land, how are they doing the land sale? Is it more of like they have their own map, or is it a world map?
Yeah, so it's like so I think like the base world that you're in is like where your home is, and that's like your land. Like, you can set up, if you have enough land, you can set up what's called a time machine, and you can like I think it's a time machine or like a forge, and you can forge like your like weapons and all that cool stuff. Yeah, so it'll be low key like a cooler looking like sandbox, I think. So you know, the sandbox metaverse. So I think they're going like in a different direction. Like it's like their own little version of the sandbox, I think. I don't know, but
yeah,
you can set up you can set up a time machine. And I don't know if you remember the movie, the Lego movie, with all the different worlds, like the Batman and all that. I don't know if you remember seeing the Lego movie, but
no, I didn't see it, but they had different worlds in it.
Yeah. So like it has different worlds, and you can travel to like different like times and different, you know, worlds. So I don't know. It'll be interesting how that rolls out. Have you been able to check out, somebody mentioned Gala games, have you been able to actually check out the music nodes by chance? Have you heard about those?
Yeah, I checked them out. I checked out the music nodes, and yeah, I think that what they're doing is great, man. I didn't get one yet, but yeah, I like Gala games, man. I think they're doing some major stuff. Their token, their platform, they seem like they're very underrated right now. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be keeping an eye on Gala games.
Yeah, no doubt. I got my side shot. I'm gonna have to like sit up straight. Like, I got my gym sweats on, my Nike sweats. So I'm like, maybe I don't want to do that mode over there. So I'll minimize that. Rudy G says, the GRAIL, love your content. Let's see here. I'm all over the Gala games, missed a coin, but the games look interesting.
Oh, the coin went up?
I'm not sure. So I was gonna buy when it was cheap, and then the metaverse hype happened and the token went up. So I'm not really sure like where the token's at right now. But yeah, man, I want to buy a music node, you know, like I do. I want to see what happens with it. It's $1,200. It's not terribly expensive in terms of like what the founder nodes did, man. The founder nodes are like 90,000 right now. Like it's like insane. They might have went up too. So and I really do believe that they will do well. I think that, you know, Gala has put their name out there. Snoop has really put them on the map. And I think if you peep their Discord, I saw like some other big names in there. The Maroon 5 dude, what's his name? The
Adam.
Yeah, I think he like his name's in there, I think, and then some other big artists as well. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what they'll do. They already have big plans. Like I read up on it a little bit. So I'm curious to see what they'll do. Yeah.
You're right, man. Like being a node, that is key, man. That like being a person that's contributing to the blockchain is major. Also, I saw this thing the other day saying like there's going to be like these Bluetooth towers where it'll be able to send information from the tower without you having to connect to internet too. So I see that there's going to be a lot more, you know, devices out there for blockchain technology coming. So I feel like we definitely have to pay attention to stuff like nodes and, you know, things like that, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me see if I can pull I forgot I was going to pull up my screen and I never did. Sometimes it messes up and like twitches, so I'm going to see if it actually works this time. Let me see. Let's see if it works here. Okay, I think it works.
Yeah.
All right, so oh yeah, it's kind of twitching. All right, just ignore that if you see my cam twitching out. Yeah, so these are ETH lizards. These are the just to kind of go to another topic real quick. I don't know if you've seen these. I tweeted about them recently.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, have you seen those?
I didn't see this. Is my first time seeing them, I think.
Yeah, so the floor is like it's like almost at 1 ETH right now, which is insane. But this is one of the projects that Kieran, one of the co-founders of Illuvium, he's an advisor to this project, and I bought one of these for like super cheap. It was like I bought mine for like 0.09. Yeah, so now they're like almost 1 ETH, which is pretty good, obviously. But this project's interesting because their roadmap, they just tweeted about it. It lets you get access, like early access to invest in like new GameFi projects. I thought that was really interesting, especially Kieran being one of the advisors to this project. I feel like there's a lot of potential. They said if you like own one of these, like this acts as like the access into that early like rounds of funding that you could potentially put your money into. So like upcoming games that are about to come out, things like that, projects that you would actually like Animoca Brands, for instance. You know Animoca by chance? Well, so with Animoca Brands, you know how they invest early into all these games. Well, it gives you opportunities like that. So if you own one of these, you're kind of like low key, like almost like an Animoca in a way, where you can now go ahead and invest in early rounds of these projects, and they reward their lizard holders as well. So I thought this project was cool. The artwork's really goofy as well, so it's like super degen. And but yeah, so this went up to almost 1 ETH, and I'm it sucks I didn't buy one, you know, or sweep the floor early on, and I wish I did, man, because that would have been some pretty significant gains, like several thousand. So
yeah, yo. But no, but that's a token with some great utility, man. A lot of people are gonna be able to, you know, be investors into some of these bigger projects. So that floor price makes sense, man. It's like, you know, this is where the early opportunity is. Hey, what's up to Craig Mountain?
Yeah, Craig Mountain in the house. What's going on, man? So what you working on, man? And I know you're always in your lab working on stuff, man. So I'm interested what you got.
Yo, so look, man. OVR, man. You know, this is a project that is lit, bro. So, you know, I've been researching OVR for a minute. You know, my guy, OVR Landlord, he told me about it like early. Since I first started on VeVe, he was telling me about it. And, you know, I was paying attention to it. But recently, they did some new things that really made me see that this project is going to do like some major things. So so you could go and buy digital land all over the world, right? You could just choose a place, you could buy it, and what you can do is you can build on it and you can pull your NFTs into that land. So if you connect your wallet, you know, any files that you have, you can pull that onto your land and use that in your experience. You can also just pull up your NFTs from your wallet and show them in 3D, just like VeVe. So all of my like Omi coins I made a while ago, since I connected it to this app, now I can just pull up in 3D whenever I want. But also, when you have an experience on that virtual land, people can pull up. You could talk to them. It's almost like Twitter Spaces, but with a 3D environment. But it's augmented reality. So, you know, I just been making a lot of moves with this. I've been building different lands. I just recreated the whole VeVe showroom. That was one of the things I recently did.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I made the whole VeVe showroom, and this was something that I recently did. Hey, what's up, fam? What's up, fam?
Yeah, I've been I've been meaning to look into it, and you know, people have been telling me about, I think I have OVR landlord. I don't know if he comes up in your streams or your
Oh
videos.
that's my bro. That's my bro.
Yeah, he's been telling me about it, man. He's like, you need to look into it. And low key, I've been seeing it on other channels and big channels like Paul Barron's and stuff. So I definitely need to check it out because I haven't yet. But it does seem like pretty like one of the bigger metaverses and
It's
the
legit.
bigger metaverse plays. Yeah.
It's legit, bro, because you know, one of the things I love about this project too, if you go on their website and you see their roadmap, they have everything laid out like and it's like nice too. It's like Q1, Q2, and they have okay, this is everything that we completed. And then like the things that's in progress, you see it's blinking a little bit. You feel me? And they show you also one of the major things about OVR is that you can build an environment, but they had this thing coming with augmented with artificial intelligence. So you can have an AI that lives on your land and it can kind of guide people around. So if somebody pulls up, now this could be telling them about the things that's in your land too. So you know, they have some great things with OVR. I think this is really a platform for people who like events, for people who like 3D, augmented reality. Like right now, I know this is not something for every person, but people who like to create experiences or like to even go to experiences, I think OVR is like that first step into that.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So I'm gonna bring up something as well. Going back to the ETH lizards, I'll have to check it out, man. OVR seems dope, and the metaverse deal is not over. I think, no pun intended, not over. But
Facts. Hey, that's a bar. That's a bar.
yeah. So I'll have to check it out, man. I'm bullish on anything that's augmented reality, metaverse play. I think it's dope.
Oh yeah, real quick too. You know, with their token, 40% of every land sale gets burned too. So they got a burning mechanism that makes the token type, you know, lit too.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope. So this one is an article. Illuvium connected NFT project ETH Lizards aims to be the crypto punks of GameFi. This was an article published by Stockhead, and it just goes into a little bit about it. You can see they quoted the founder right there, Kieran, and then here's like some of the most rare lizards, which is funny. You got the radioactive like Godzilla lizard. You got the Dragon
That's a
Ball
Dragon Ball Z
Z.
word.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's pretty dope. Like, and there's Kane changing his PFP to a
Man, I might have to
ETH
get in
lizard.
this, man. I might have to get in this.
Yeah, I try to like I changed my profile picture on Twitter to the lizard for a while, and it was when they were cheap and nobody really noticed. And I'm like, man, now they're almost, you know, they're 0.75 ETH now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so you can like, this article goes into detail like what they are, what they're about. So yeah, I think this one could be potentially a good one to look into for people that are, you know, looking to get in early on projects and things like that. It gives you they have an alpha section in their Discord as well. So I think that's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I try to tell. Well, I guess I didn't try to tell, but like I'm in Neo Tokyo. I don't know if you know what that one was.
Yeah, Neo Tokyo. Yeah, no, bro. You be finding some great NFT projects, man. You do your research, and I think that the ones that you go in always, you know, do well, yo.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, well, Neo Tokyo was hard. So that one was like not easy to explain. So I just didn't. So I was like, and I think there's only like 2,000 of those available. So it was like super difficult just to get in, just to mint one. But this one you can just like buy one, you know.
Yeah,
So
because I was in your the live stream with the Neo Tokyo when they were doing the gaming, when they was doing the event, like something like that.
yeah,
Like I like how they was doing that with Neo Tokyo. You know, and
yeah.
that's kind of thing that I want to do with OVR, where it's like, you know, you throw different events, have different games and stuff. But yeah, ETH lizards, man, I gotta look into them more and definitely keep an eye on them.
Yeah, now they are up like 500% from like last week, so it is definitely like at an all-time high. But I'm thinking about actually picking up another one. I think if you collect more than one, like they give you like a badge in the Discord, and since they're gonna set up a DAO as well, like Illuvium. So like revenue generated like goes back to the holders, and they also do giveaways, and you also get rewards as well for doing for staking your lizard.
Oh
So
wow,
yeah, they don't like they're not going to set up a token. Your lizard basically is your token. So and that
word.
gives you rewards back to some of these early investments and things like that. So these early projects, and one of the founders goes back to Synthetics, like their Discord server, and he was like calling all these plays, I guess, like as the story goes. But he was like calling all these like plays and telling people to get into projects early. So the founder of this project is like like pretty well regarded for getting into stuff early. And obviously with Kieran being an advisor, you know, projects are approaching him all the time to like get into the hit, like, you know, asking him for like funding and like trying to get him on board. And so I don't know. I think it's a smart play long term. Now I don't know if this is the best time to buy one because they've gone up like big
Word.
time.
Yeah, yeah. Just, you know, keep an eye on it, wait for a dip or something. Or
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you come across the funds, you know, this could be definitely a good investment.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Not financial advice though. You feel
Yeah,
me?
we're not
So
financial advisors, man. This is
yeah.
entertainment, baby. Come on. So, yeah, what's your other plays, man? You just been mainly working on the OVR and stuff like that, or
Yeah. OVR, you know, this is one of the things I'm focused on because this is a way where people can actually use the NFTs. So like, you know, I like to make 3D NFTs. Now somebody can actually, you know, use it right on their phone. They can also have a virtual experience. So I kind of want to throw shows and start really, you know, getting into the metaverse experience. Also, I am working on something too, you know, like written little book just about different things that, you know, NFTs and stuff and metaverse, my thoughts and opinions.
yeah, you're gonna write a book, he said.
Yeah, I got that coming
Dang.
soon. I've been working on it for a while, just, you know, writing down my notes, just so that, you know, I could put it in a way where, you know, people that I know, I could give them the book, or, you know, they could just learn about NFTs in a way that's simple to understand. You know,
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So what's the name of the book gonna be called?
it's gonna be called blockchain NFTs in the metaverse.
And but what you're gonna like? Who's it gonna be by? Is it you gonna put your real name on there? Or you gonna
Oh, yeah,
put
I'll probably put my real name. I'll put my real name on there.
yeah,
David.
yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Well, man, is there anything you wanted to talk about? Like, you got any topics? I don't know if you collected the HRO or like, I think before the stream you mentioned you might be you are looking forward to opening a pack. I didn't know if you bought some already
Yeah, I
or
got a pack, you know, in the way, man. So I'm excited to open that up, check that out. You know, I bought the app. I mean, I have the app, so I already have my profile and everything. So, you know, I'm still just paying attention to what's going on in the space. I'm seeing people are able to listen on Immutable. People are listening in Omi and stuff. So I'm hoping to see some type of crossover too,
yeah.
where, you know, we could see this right alongside our NFTs. So I'm grateful for Hro. I'm happy what they're doing because it's showing us where this tech could go, man, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I've been seeing people listed on Omi, so that's really exciting. And as Reese mentioned before, like the Omi token being like the collectible token, like the NFT token, the universal, like, yo, when you see Omi, you think NFTs, like you think this is a
Mm.
currency of NFTs. And that kind of like gets my brain like turning in a good way. And so the possible future for the Omi token. So I'm bullish on it. And so yeah, I hope they do something like you mentioned, like with VeVe and like
That
somehow.
makes sense, though. That makes sense. Omi as the NFT token. You
Mhm.
know, when it comes to IMX is a utility. Ethereum is more of just like, you know, especially now that Ethereum 2.0 is coming. I feel like Ethereum is going to become more like Bitcoin in a way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like Omi, man, bright future.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And also, like I mentioned earlier, like DC being on Immutable X, like I mean, I think they're on like Palm NFT, but aside from that, they're mainly on just Immutable X, and like mainly all these other brands are just on Immutable X so far. Like, there's
But that's
not
one of the
many.
things. Mhm.
I think other than that, like we've seen Wax, but I mean, that's just like little microtransactions. You know, it's not like I don't know. I think that once Immutable X fully rolls out to OpenSea and everything, and it's going to really open up a lot of eyes, and it's really going to cause a lot of attention there. And I think people are really underestimating that, you know, and so yeah,
Yo, you're right, yo, because DC, look, they doing Hero. They got VeVe. Also with Palm on their website, they say that they're moving to a layer two. You know, so I think Ethereum might be that. I mean, IMX might be that layer two that they go to. Also, you remember how they did the DC fandom
yeah,
NFTs? Nexus, he had linked it back, and that came from Coinbase. So you already know Coinbase is linked up with Immutable X. So even though DC is moving from here to here, it all goes back to Immutable.
yeah.
So yeah, man, Immutable
All
is very
roads lead back
bullish.
to Immutable for sure,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, what's cool too is like they are like specifically you know, they built from the ground up to be like good bullet or to be built for NFTs, collectibles and gaming, which is
Mhm.
huge because obviously Illuvium's coming to it. They built Gods Unchained, which is a card game, and that proves the use cases there for not only NFTs but for card games and for games. And I thought that was big. And then the ability for signatures on NFTs is huge. You know, they built that for obviously signatures. Like you put whatever you want on there, and VeVe obviously with the future where we'll be able to sign some of these comics, like go into the Comic Con by the artist or the, you know, the whoever wrote the comic book or the comic book writer, the inkist or the colorist or whoever, and get that signed. You know, get your NFT signed at a Comic Con. So I don't know, like the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, for real, bro. And I think that the more I'm seeing, the more I'm seeing that this future is about to be very immersive, man. I was watching some videos yesterday about AR headsets and the VR, and they're
yeah,
even working on, VR headsets that actually mimic the way that things blur and unblur when you look at them in the real world. So, I'm just thinking, I'm just seeing everything that's happening. And I think that, we're doing the right things. We're paying attention to the right stuff and we're learning what we need to in order for us to make the right decisions.
yeah, yeah. I think too, yeah, it's a good time to really immerse yourself on these other platforms and especially Mutable X and really, you know, people. I notice a lot of EV people are really new to all this, and yeah, I mean, Immutable X is new anyways, but I know I've been kind of playing around with it since the beginning, but I think it's important to really grow your mind. You know, learn how to download MetaMask, learn how to connect it to Immutable X, like that's the future, right? And it'll be easier
Mhm.
in the future, but if you can really like play around with these platforms early, you can really grow your mindset, your mind to make bigger moves in the future for when, you know, all these big brands are here. What you've learned on VeVe, what you learn on Immutable X, like that's huge because you learn how to collect, you learn how to flip or whatever, you learn how to, you know, get the things that you wanted to get, or you taught your mind like how to get into projects early, and that's big. You know, that's really big for you know your finances. You know what I mean? So like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's key. You know, it's always key to get in early for sure.
Yeah, that's
And
why, man. That's why I'm headed to this 3D. I want to be able to have the knowledge, but also be able to build the experience. That's why I love OVR so much because it's like I'm literally able to build whatever I want from scratch, and it's also getting me to dive deeper into Unity. So now, like even today, I just downloaded Unity. I'm working inside of there. I'm learning how to, you know, create in there. And I also want to have games and stuff too. So I want to be able to learn how to create a play to earn. And even, I'm doing my NFTs. I want to provide as much value as I can. So I want to create these experiences on top of them as well. So that's why I'm trying to learn how to build, how to create, man.
yeah, it's important, man, and especially you're a creator, so you can do. I mean, you obviously can do a number of things. You got music, you can create those augmented NFTs, you can create NFTs. like that's big for you, man. And I'm super excited for your future, and maybe you'll drop some NFTs on Immutable X, you know what I'm
Oh yeah, of
saying?
course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already talking to somebody who has like a developer kit for Immutable X, and he was saying like, yo, he already know how to do the airdrops and everything super fast on there. So
That's
like,
dope.
I'm already making sure that I'm taking them actions on Immutable, man.
Yeah, I'm super bullish on it, and I'll probably roll mine out. Like it's going to be built on top of Immutable X, but it'll be on a marketplace, and it'll be exciting. It's actually a platform built for the ease of use to build your NFTs on Immutable X. So it's like literally their whole interface is designed for somebody that's new to NFTs to go ahead and make your NFTs on Immutable X. And so that's where I'll be dropping some of my first NFTs. I was gonna drop it this past
Hey,
yeah, I was gonna drop it this past year, but I want to make sure the quality is like up there. And I'm not you, man. I don't have like this crazy knowledge of how to create like
yeah,
augmented NFTs. So like, you know what
right,
I mean?
no,
So
yeah,
I
I'll be over
like,
here going crazy
yeah,
sometimes. No, but that's good, man. Yo, I'm hyped for your NFT, man. Definitely gonna get
yeah.
that, bro.
So we'll see. I've been thinking about adding some special utilities to it, like that will actually allow people to use some tools. But I don't know. We'll see. I know there's already tools out there that like they're trying to move that way. It's a feature that I want to add. So I'm like, man, I hope they don't, so I can create my tool first and let my holders essentially get access to a tool that hasn't been created yet. And but I don't know if I'll be quick enough, and I have to have the liquidity for all this to build it all
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So I like have to literally go hire like a developer or developers, to create this tool. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just drop a fun NFT and just for fun. But yeah, I haven't really cornered
Hey,
what I
you
was
could do
gonna do.
an NFT that is funding for it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you need
Yeah,
to pay the developer, this could be what funds the project. So that's the thing,
that's
because it's
true.
like, yeah, the NFTs, man, it can have multiple ways that can help your project grow and help give back to the community, man.
Yeah, that's interesting. I did think of that, and I'm thinking like hopefully this market will turn around and everybody will start being bullish again, and the FUD will just go away, and then maybe I'll drop it around then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, cause bro, I was waiting. Like even with my album, man, I was waiting for Immutable to start making a couple more moves. Cause I want to drop my whole album on Immutable X. I want to do this,
same.
but
Yeah.
we gotta wait sometimes for these projects. But it's whatever.
Yeah. Well, the thing too with Immutable X is like they're still like hiring people, and they're still like building everything from scratch. And so it's like hurry up, because I'm trying to like drop this NFT on here. And
Hmm.
that's what really like a lot of people don't understand, like with me and you, is like we're actively looking at these projects not just to like play around with them, but we want to be on them too. And
Yeah.
for me and you, it's a little bit different because we are waiting for Immutable X to like fully roll out. So when we do
Hmm.
see projects on Immutable X like Hro, Illuvium, that gets us bullish on it, GameStop, because that's like equivalent to our success as well,
Yep.
especially
Yep.
it not only
Because
for our own. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because it's like, yo, you know that people are gonna be on it. You know that people are gonna be using it, and there's more opportunity than just like so. Like, let's say somebody goes into Immutable X with our projects. Now they can also have access to all of these different projects that are great that people are using and stuff. So it puts people in the right direction. Anybody who's using it. So yeah, bro, you're right. Like every time Immutable is doing something good, man, you have to be just happy. It's like, yo, that's when I saw them with Hro, I'm like, man, they making the right moves. They already in the App Store too. They doing what they need to do, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited to, is like you mentioned, like if the users are there, that's good, for those projects, but it's also good for the, like people like me and you, we're independent, and that's big, when more liquidity's on there, because I don't want to drop NFTs on like OpenSea, like you did that, because man, you got strong game, and like for me, it's different. Like I'm going to Immutable X, and I also want to make it fun for people to learn the platform. and a platform that VeVe is going to be on with HRO. But also, I want people to have a good experience with the gas-free stuff too. So, yeah, like, yeah, I don't have the game like you do, man. Just drop them on
Look,
OpenSea, bro.
no, this is the thing. You know, I was dropping like when I first dropped my first project on OpenSea, gas fee was only $3. Yeah, Kobe to go, Kobe to go. Gas fee was only $3. Then it went to 100. The last one I did was on Polygon though. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Polygon is another way where you can send out NFTs and stuff. And also OVR is using Polygon as well. So I'm paying attention to what Polygon is doing. I see that Earth 2 is using Polygon as well too. So I think some of these land type of projects are on Polygon, but IMX 2 is like a lot of gaming. So I'm keeping my eye open to multiple.
Yeah. Polygon's good, man. I've been seeing them too, and Brock McBlockchain been using that one, and so I'm excited for that as well. A lot of games build on Polygon, do the airdrops, and so yeah, there's a lot of good layer 2s out there, and but the one I'm most excited about, man, is that there's that Immutable X, man.
Yeah, facts. Immutable, man.
All right, man. Well, I think we pretty much covered all the topics here, man. And I know you got your fam and got things to do today, and you got to get that OVR augmented stuff going. Last question though, have you messed around with VR chat by chance?
VR chat, no, I've seen it. I like it. I haven't yet, but I will though. I will, because it's kind of like OVR. I was actually looking up VR chat last night for the different rooms, but it's like, yeah, OVR is kind of like that, but it's like all from the phone. You can own the land that you go to. But yeah, I like VR chat, man. VR chat is lit.
Yeah, it looks legit. I've seen people stream it, and I've been watching some of my friends in like Neo Tokyo, for instance. They like to be in there and mess around. I've seen Hello K play around with it a little bit, so it looks fun, man. But I imagine, like, if anything was going to be like a huge like open source metaverse, I feel like VR chat's got a pretty good chance because it's already like they already have all the tools. They got actually they have really good developers. I was researching a little bit about it. They have like legit developers in there, and if I saw one metaverse to kind of rule them all, like I wouldn't say rule them all, but like outside of crypto, I think that one would have a good potential. And I think that eventually, like if they do get that popular, that they could possibly like just use NFTs for everything, because I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, they should. No, yeah, I like VR chat. I like VR chat. But
it'll be up there. It's on my radar. Like obviously OVR on my radar. Obviously,
OVR is like more like directly from the phone. It's kind of like augmented reality. VR is more like virtual reality. Like the way that I use OVR right now is like I kind of give it a virtual reality experience, but it's really meant for augmented reality. So if you like go to like a museum or something, you could pop out the OVR, it can show you different stuff in there, stuff like that. But like VR chat, I was actually looking it up last night, so I like what the people have been building in there. They've been using Unity too, so VR chat is lit, man.
That's dope. Yeah, the augmented reality is big. In Niantic, obviously, they're going to drop their AR cloud, like that's what they call it, and where you'll be able to geopin stuff and literally, like you said, go to a museum or go to a historic park or botanical garden and look at these flowers, and all of a sudden all the facts just pop up right there, like without you needing. It's just like you throw on the glasses, you look at the flower, and it's like pop, and it's like gives you the scientific name. Or maybe you're on a scavenger hunt doing the Pokemon thing, catching Pokemon with just all you need is glasses now. You don't need your phone. Like you don't have to look down at your phone anymore. You just boom, you pop on a pair, you're good to go. And I think that's cool too. That's just a different style of metaverse, but it still is a metaverse in my opinion.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, it's good to have you on. Like I said, I know you got stuff going on. I just wanted to hit that last little point home a little bit, but man, I appreciate you for joining on, and it's always a pleasure, man.
Always,
I'll throw up the socials, man. Where can people find you, man? You got your own YouTube channel?
YouTube, man.
New people. Yeah, we got new people probably viewing the channel, and I haven't had you on. Or is this the first time? Or no, we've done the Halo stream.
Yeah. But it's like one of the first times that we been on here.
Yeah, so we got new viewers. So tell them where you're at, man, and where they
Yeah,
can find you.
Non-Fungible Wonderfull, man. I'm on YouTube, Non-Fungible Wonderfull, Twitter, NFT Wonderfull, Instagram, and all platforms. It's Wonderfull, ITZ Wonderfull with 2 L's. So yeah, just look me up, and I'm always on Twitter talking and stuff like that, and YouTube. So
Yeah, I
reach
got
out.
your Twitter handle thrown up here on the screen as well. So you can find him on Twitter, man. He's always dropping knowledge and he's always dropping good stuff, and that's where you can keep up to date. He's got a music album, NFT music album, which we didn't really talk about, which is amazing actually. Like you can go to Spotify and he's got like a lot of different titles, which are cool. So if you're into different, the macro space, you got Basie on there, you got CryptoPunks. And then you have, let's see here, USPS. I got Stamps in a set.
Hey.
Tokidoki. We got the rug pull one cracks me up. That guy's like, oh shoot.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, we get mother rug pull. ENS. That's a stimulus. We got that ENS airdrop. Immutable X. I love that one. Dubai with the Gamaverse. And then where's that other one? Black People. I like that one. That's a good one. Audius. But and then Wag Me, man, too. You got the WGMI. I love that one. Yeah. So yeah, what's the album name? Where can people find that album?
Yeah, the album name is called Non-Fungible, and you can look me up. It's Wonderfull. So Non-Fungible, if you type it in, man, you can use it on Instagram, all platforms. And yeah, check out the album, man. It's a lot of good anthems on there. I personally bump it all the time. I love my album, man. So
dude, I'll be bumping it I'll be bumping it all the time too. It's like if you're grinding, you're at work, it's perfect, especially if you're into NFTs or blockchain.
Yeah.
There's 25 songs on there. There's a lot, and you can literally just go it on repeat and you're cool because it's not like these other albums with just 12 songs. It's got a lot. It's got 25 on there, and it's quality stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to make sure that it was at least an hour of some good music that you could bump. You feel me? So like, I know like when you bump in the album, man, you want that to last. So that's why I made it pretty long. I was gonna make it even longer, but I was like, let me chill.
Yeah, no, it's perfect, man, and I love it. And I had my daughter. She'll be saying like, I got NFTs, like, and like she's 4, so that's funny. And so yeah,
my little one be singing. Yo, it's funny because my little one was singing the intro of Rug Pool, where like the dude's part, she knows it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does she know this part like this? Yeah, but that's crazy though, man. Yeah, and it's like, it's a clean album. I want the kids to be able to bump it and they could sing the lyrics without being like, oh, I just said something crazy. You feel me?
Yeah. So, yeah. No doubt. Let me see if I can pull it up here on the screen before you jet. Let's see if we can get it there. There we go. We got the whole the album right there. Non-Fungible.
Thanks.
Yeah, and there's all the songs, man. There's a lot to choose from. So, like I said, the Gary V, the feature in Johnny Dunn.
Gary
that's a good one.
Yo, some great features on there. Yeah, Emoji was on there, Johnny Dunn, Gamaverse, my boy Gobi, Tykea. So yeah, a lot of people on there, man.
So go check that out, man. And yeah, that's all I got for this stream. Thanks once again for hopping on, man. It's always a pleasure.
Always.
And you're one of the OGs, man, and one of my buddies. So it's great to have you on, and we got to have you on again sometime soon. So
yeah, man, for sure, man. You always let the vibes, man. You my bro, man. OGs for life, All
right. So with that being said, we were feeling wonderful, man. And be like an NFT, be authentic, and we'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.